Good morning. Chances are that you have one of these medications in your medicine cabinet and that you or someone you love takes these medications. Each year, 17,500 people are diagnosed with esophageal cancer. Esophageal cancer, as according to the American Cancer Society, is one of the fastest growing cancers in today. Lifestyle choices, because of today's people with fast foods and overeating and not taking care of their bodies and exercising, are one of the biggest risks of it. The American Cancer Society states that 16,800 people will die annually of esophageal cancer. In March of 2015, I was introduced to a family that I never wanted to be a part of. The family of esophageal cancer. When my dad was diagnosed, he was diagnosed with stage 4 esophageal cancer that had traveled to his brain. After 2 surgeries, today he is still with us, but he has changed. The people that you see on the screen are all members of that family. We have a 16-year-old that was recently diagnosed, and most of these people have either passed on or still in their battles. Esophageal cancer does not discriminate. The risks of esophageal cancer are being overweight, acid reflux, Barrett's esophagus, which is the thickening of your lining of your esophagus, lifestyle choices, and just chronic taking of these medications. Treatment for the esophageal cancer is esophagectomy, which is removal of the esophagus, the chemotherapy, radiation therapy, immunotherapy, or palliative care. Palliative care is when they take care of you, but they do not do any treatment. And unfortunately, if you are diagnosed past stage 2, that is usually what you have. The surgery is only available to people that have not traveled to other parts of the brain. The Mayo Clinic, actually, Dr. Foote, my dad's doctor, had told me in March of this year that my dad was a medical marvel. And he was diagnosed, and 4 years later, he's still here despite having 2 brain surgeries and going through radiation and chemotherapy and all kinds of horrible treatments. He is not the same person he was before, but he is still with us. Esophageal cancer doesn't discriminate, and you need to always make sure that if you take these medications, that you follow up with a doctor. Endoscopy is where they put a tube down your throat and it's a video camera, and it can show the possible tumors. Most of the times, the tumors are at the base of your esophagus, at the top of your stomach, and so sometimes they do an esophagectomy, which is removal of your esophagus and the top portion of your stomach. Most of those people end up with a feeding tube or some type of feeding because they can't eat normally. If you'd like more information, you can always go to ECAware, ECAaware.org. ECAaware.org is a nonprofit organization. They do raise money for cancer research for esophageal cancer. The American Cancer Society doesn't do research for the esophageal cancer. It's not one of their main cancers that they focus on. It's not recognized. So ECAaware is who I would recommend getting your research from, or if you would like to donate, that was who you would go through, because American Cancer Society doesn't acknowledge esophageal cancer as one of their cancers. Don't wait until it's too late, and if you take one of those medications, please see a doctor today.